Pretty in Pink. Is my mic on? Turn the bass up. I don't think that works. I don't have to turn the bass up. It's Chris Denman. I'm live in St. Louis. Mid-Coast Media. Mid-Coast Studio. Andy's on the ones and twos tonight. We've got B dancing right into your heart. Happy Valentine's Day. She's in Philadelphia. Excited to be here. She's got a loose knee. She's showered. Her hair looks great. This is going to be a big Tighten Up Tuesday, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day to you and yours. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to the Guiding Light Guru up at the top of the show. If you saw the quote, the amazing work that she does. B, I'm sorry you're spending your Valentine's Day with me.
Chris, I ain't even gonna lie. I forgot it was Valentine's Day. Shit, my Uncle Durkee called me this morning at 6:30. He was all like, good morning, Niecy. Happy Valentine's Day. I was like, oh, it is. I thought today was Monday. I ain't gonna lie, so I ended up doing the drive all this morning. I was like, it's Tuesday. I gotta get the drive done. Yes, so I feel bad. So I kissed Dennis and said, happy Valentine's Day. He said, happy Valentine's Day to me. He went to work. I've been working all day. He's exhausted. He's upstairs asleep. So who knows what we're having for Taco Ball Tuesday.
Hey now.
I wake up. Until I go upstairs, he wakes up and I smell something good on the grill.
That's how it usually goes. If you're just tuning in, it's the funniest DIY show your grandparents warned you about. We're here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's Tighten Up Tuesday. B, I know you want to get your shout outs out of the way up top. It's going to be a tight show tonight. It's a very romantic show because you know why? B loves the Picassos.
Yes, I do. And look, I even put a nice color on.
You showered?
I was like, it's Valentine. Sure did. It's like I'm wearing the necklace. I love this necklace. I'm going to wear this necklace again. This is the one that Dennis got me in Barbados. I'm going to put a pop of color on, celebrate Valentine's Day.
Look at you.
Thank you.
Me too.
I even cut my hair. Look, Chris, look. You know, I be tight with the cut. Look at that.
It is. It looks great. Let's see it.
Flat.
Back around. I want to say it reminds me of something, but I'll piss somebody off. So
I just
looks great.
did this like 2 hours ago.
Great job.
Right before the shower, I was like, let me go throw the clippers on and clip my ends real quick. I've been doing it so quick. It takes me like 15 minutes to cut my hair.
Yeah, you're good at it. I used the nice conditioner for the Picassos to give it that extra flip just for today.
Extra bounce. Would that be VO5 or whatever they call it? That old school. I'm just messing with you.
Vidal Sassoon.
Vidal Sassoon.
No, I just being a white dude in my late 30s who isn't married, I just take a Irish Spring soap bar. That's the only thing I use. No rags, no nothing.
Oh, well, when we see the hairs on your soap, Chris, we know where they came from. Oh, everybody know, don't wash your hands over Chris' house with the bar in the bathroom.
It's okay. He doesn't wash his legs. That's funny.
Are you having a good Valentine's Day?
It's been a very busy day at Mid-Coast Media. I've been here since 8:30. I'll be here till 9:30 Central or so. And I'll tell you what, we share a lot on this show. I've been getting a lot of paperwork in order. We're going to have a really fun show here. Sherri let it out of the bag a long time ago, and we talked about it yesterday. So despite all of the particulars not being done, rest assured, B and Kim and friends will be doing some stand-up here in St. Louis. So I've been working that all day. That's March 10th. We can talk about that in the plugs. It's just been a busy day. It's been a really busy day. But that's good.
Well, I'm glad that we got to start out because we started late. I just been down here, which is all good.
Had to bring that up, huh?
Hell yeah, I had to bring that up because, I've been down here.
It wasn't Andy's fault.
Oh, that was your fault, Chris?
I'll take the blame.
Oh.
It was
You've been
a
down here chopping it up and going through shit since 8:30.
it was a software issue, some kind of routing issue, and I'm not even making that up.
I'm back here having a stress flash crash. I was like, I might have to go pee again before the show start. I was like, Lord, let me just calm down. I get like anxiety when the show don't start on time.
That's true, and I take a beating in the live chat, so it's fair.
But, I be behind this little door over here, behind my little door on the side, getting ready to make my grand entrance. I'd be like, that's what I be doing behind the door. No, I'm just kidding. Like, what the fuck? I be doing the cat scatting and triple.
It's bad. It's awkward. Only thing
Then I come from behind the door and slide on in and dance.
Perfect. Oh anyway, my gosh.
See, I'm crazy. So shout out to Daphne for keeping me sane.
Shout out to Daphne. Love Daphne.
Definitely. I'm going to start saying that. Definitely.
Definitely. That's good.
Word. Definitely. Yes, of course. Because I'm all over the place. Because, I be working on every damn thing. And she keeps me grounded. And I'm just so grateful for her. So shout out to her. And
shout out to Daphne.
I got to give a shout out to Lauren. Because the music is all that. I'm always getting great comments on the music for this show.
Would you say it's off the chain?
Definitely. It's off the let's say it's off the chainsaw.
There it is.
That's our new shit right there. It's off the chainsaw. So, of course, a quick shout out to Penny Pickler in Vancouver. That's her alias. She loves this show, and she hit me up saying, like, she sent a nice CashApp and an email saying that she's tackling a lot of things and repairs at her home. My show, our show, inspires her, to get things done. I was like, oh, that's good to know. So I hope that I do inspire people to get things done. One thing I can say, when I was down in Orlando at Taina's spot, she's staying so super organized. It is amazing. Like, once you go in and do something, how people want to keep it that way, and it inspires her to do other stuff. So remember, she showed like her pantry and a few things that she did. I peeped because she wasn't home, but I peeped. I was like, oh damn, she even keeping the bedroom nice. Everything is in. That's because her
stay out of there.
I didn't go in there. Her bathroom has two doors. One that's open to her bedroom and the other one that you come in. So when I was on the toilet, her bedroom door was open. And I was like, oh, she keeping everything in order. You can't help but look at it. I ain't closed the door. It wasn't like nobody was there. It was just me.
Mm-hmm. So you did go in. So you did go in and check it out.
No, I didn't go in there. It's
sure
no
you
need for
didn't.
me going in there. I was sitting right on the toilet looking in there like that. I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I was sitting right on the toilet like this.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, just peeping around the door. Like, she doing a good job. She did a good job. She doing a good job. So shout out to all the people that I inspire to do that. Shout out to Verna Hendricks, who's been doing like some nice little posts on Facebook. She's been doing her own promo in terms of watching Tighten Up Tuesday. I don't know if you've seen it, Chris, but she put together some nice little clips, the Tighten Up Tuesday thing, and she posts on Facebook telling people to watch Tighten Up Tuesday.
Love it. I love it. Yes.
I definitely have to give her a shout out.
That's incredible.
I'm going to have Andy throw up my 3 photos right quick because I had such a wonderful time in Orlando. You see the Picassos.
Do me a favor, B. I have to go run to the other room. I forgot about something that I need for this show tonight. So tell the people, but just know that I will be back very quickly.
Well, I will tell the people while you are doing what you got to do that I love how the Picassos came out to support my show. At the Afro Channel, we had a wonderful tape. Everybody on the show, hands down, was funny as hell. And we had a great time. And I closed the shit out with a bang. It aired this past Saturday on Afro TV. That's Comcast, channel 1623. You definitely can go back and watch it. I think you can catch it on YouTube. But Denise, my cousin, she brought a fan from Tampa. They drove in. Of course, Joy and Angel drove in from Tampa. And you see Cat Lotta in the back. But we had a great time. And I'm glad that they stayed afterwards to hang out with me and take some photos. So the next photo just shows the Picasso crew. You see how we do it. So I'm so thankful for Carlotta because she brought the ladder up. I needed a ladder in Taina's space when I was in her apartment after I came off the lowdown with James John the next day. But yeah, she brought the ladder to me, and I came and picked it up. So
wait, were you talking about bombing during your comedy special, or what happened?
Whatever, are you crazy? I tore that shit down. Everybody else did, and they were like, "Oh, you could do 15." I was like, "Thank you." And they flashed. I did that shit. And it's so funny when I was talking to my stepmom today. She was like, "Girl, I looked up on Saturday and I saw you on TV." She's like, "You all over the place. You was just here, and then you was in Orlando. And then I looked up and you was on TV." And I said, "Yeah, believe me, I'm tired." I taped that show on Wednesday. It aired Saturday, which is what I like. So I'm getting a lot of good response from that. So it was really fun. And of course, the next day I was there taping the James Young, his talk show. And I had to stop by and holler at Shantae.
What a good guy.
Yes, he let me wear his tag so I could get around the building, like to get to the bathroom and stuff like that. So we were there going over clips and just making sure we were on the same page. And I was looking at the stuff he has on his computer there. And then I left there, went to Taina's and worked on the things that I needed to flip. So it was an interesting 2 days. I got a lot done in 2 days in Orlando. So
that's awesome.
Shout out to Orlando and everybody.
I was accused of accused or surmised me getting up to take a whiz, a pee-pee. Not the case. Can I show you this?
What is it? A Valentine's Day present?
Kinda. Not really.
So I got a nice Valentine's Day present from Irina.
Oh, Irina just could not be a better Picasso. She's amazing.
Yes.
From Ethel, and I don't know if Ethel wants her last name out there, but Ethel says, "Congratulations on your new niece." Huh?
Yes, Ethel G.
Is that okay? I don't know.
It's Ethel Gerard.
Shout out to Ethel Gerard. Congratulations on your new niece. I wanted to get this to you before you head to California, and sent me a nice gift for my niece. No one else needs to do it. She's gotten a million things, but this, Ethel, very kind. Thank you. And
Chris,
it will come with.
You ain't gonna show us what it is?
That's that's private.
Oh, it is for your niece.
No, I mean it's.
You're right. Can't open
very
up
kind. Very kind.
That's cute.
3 hooded
is
towels.
That like the bibs?
The hooded towels. They're like little flash rags.
And when the baby get out the water, out the bath, and you wrap them up, and that is so cute.
Nobody else needs to send anything. That was a very kind moment, though.
Nice of her. That was very nice of her. See, we have so many of the Picassos doing nice things.
Incredible.
I always like to show them love. So, before I even get into my flash rags, of course, I got to show Miguel and Phyllis and Verna and Laura H. love. They all in the CashApp battle.
It's a tough one.
Miguel always winning. But, I got to do a CashApp dance for them.
Miguel, I believe I saw a comment to Miguel wasn't feeling great today. So I'm sure your dancing will up Miguel's spirits.
I hope I put him in a better spirit because, I'm about to get
the knees loose.
Oh, and my girl Joy, aka Penny, she's like, and here's some money to get you a fatigue mat. So because we need your leg. So when I do my stunt, she's like, we need your leg for the dance, so you can step on the mat. Oh, put my song on. Let me warm it up.
Look at B go. He got the slap.
They ain't coming outside. See who on the porch. Oh, don't let her get the broom. Don't let Jane get the broom. She's free now. She's free now. Just Jane getting the cat off the porch.
If you're not enjoying B at home, you gotta give it up. Baby Ruth Candy's having a good time. Oh my gosh. Kiana's dancing. M. Gabrielle's dancing. Joy wants to know where the shirts are, B. You hear that?
In the dirty clothes.
In the dirty clothes.
Oh, I wore them shirts out. Soon as she gave me
Pack
the shirts
93's dancing.
Oh, Chris, you ain't see Get the Broom. You ain't see. Oh, Get the Broom, Jay.
Look at Andy. He's on top of it. He knows.
That's that weed.
Heaven Sent loves it. Corey Bright says, yes, Jane is back.
When they came with a whole bunch of stuff for Daphne's flip and some shirts for me. And I was all like, oh, y'all know I got one little bag. I can't get that stuff back in my bag. I'm not paying to check my bag. So they're going to, I'm tired, shit. They're going to mail the things directly to Daphne. But the shirts, I slept in one, rolled the other, tucked it in my shoe. I got up and wore it on the plane and came home and slept in it in the bed and got up the next day and cleaned up. I've been wearing them shirts. Oh, this stink. That's how I know it's a great shirt. When it's like funky from like the flash rag sweat and then it'd be like stiff and I still have it on and I sit in front of the heater and let it dry out and I'm like, all right, let me get to work in this shirt. It's a dope shirt. So I will be wearing it on the show. It's a nice shirt.
Lanita is saying go B. Shania says dance is dancing. Designs by Jules says hey P. I think she means hey B.
That's what's up.
Jane ain't going anywhere says Heaven Sent. Glad you like the shirts also from Heaven Sent. Antonia's laughing. Irina's in the house. Fab540 says, Deezy, you were really giving extra suave yesterday for Kim. What's up today? Does that mean I look rough today? Is that what that means?
Chris, I told you got on your Valentine's green. You got on the bottom. You got on the leaves. I got on the flower. That's
right. I take the Valentine to a palm tree for a date.
A whole new stem level.
I got a stem for it.
Yeah, you got on the stem and the leaves.
I got a stem for it. Mrs. Robinson saying, having a good time. MM's cutting up, said he had 2 drinks dancing on his head when he was dancing around with you. I believe you. I can't deny that.
I know he did. That's why, I love my ambassador. Speaking of which, ambassador of the Flash Rags, I'll throw my photo up, Andy.
Look at that.
The Reef Lady Candace Perry made that and put that up. I said, I got to show that. I just like how she did that. Plain and simple. Look at that. Flashlight, 2 hits to the neck.
Flashlight.
Flashlight.
Keep that going.
We have to make sure flash rags ain't going nowhere because sweat doesn't. So make sure y'all still getting y'all flash rags. 3 in the pack. Buyjack.com. Get your flash rags. Send the photos. So you know how to do it, Chris. Tell them people to get them.
Buyjack.com/B-Phlat. You all are the best fans in the business when it comes to that. We work with a lot of fun people, and by far the Picassos show out.
And I just love how generous the Picassos are. It's amazing how it's people that buy flash rags, like the same people buy them over and over and give them to other people. I like that. I'll be looking at the names on the list of who gives the flash rags. Of course I do. I got something coming up for everybody. Just like my briefing that's going to come up. I haven't said it yet, but I'm redoing it, Chris, for my day 1 or group 3. Remember we did it there and we didn't get to drink and smoke. I ain't get to represent the cities with the shot glasses, none of that. We had a good time, very informational, but we want to have a better time. So we're doing it again, and I'm inviting more people.
And it's B's event too. If you're not, I always wanted to say this. If you're, yes, I'll help out, or Key will help out, or something. But if you don't particularly love me on the show, I'm not kidding when I say this. I'm not being weird either. It's all B. You're hanging out with B the whole time. So if you ever, I don't know about this. It's you get to hang out with B. It's a whole thing. A few
And
of
I
them I've
want
hung.
people to hit me up, Chris. I do. I'm
Hmm?
sorry to cut you off. I almost forgot my thought. I'm smoking his Valentine's Day. I'm smoked out.
Well, you don't have any headphones in.
No, I can hear you. I just cut you off on purpose. I want people to hit me up who haven't. You don't have to be a day oneer, but who haven't had an opportunity to be on the Zoom to meet me and just be a part of the community. So you know what to hit me up. I mean, where to hit me up, frugalflip@gmail, and be like, yo, B, I'd like to be on the next one. Because we're trying to make it a party. We're 6 episodes away from the 80th episode, Chris.
That's so
from
wild.
our fan show. So I want people to start thinking about that, who we're going to pick to, co-host. But yeah, we got a lot going on. So and a lot coming up. So I just want to make sure we're all included. I want to make sure I see people, meet people. You don't necessarily have to be a day oneer. Like I said, if you have not been on a Brief and Bake and you want to be on one, hit me up so we can make it happen.
Make it happen. That's right. A couple comments. Cheryl is having a produce issue. I guess Cheryl doesn't have a date tonight, and MM's suggesting to visit the produce section. Fab540 says, hey, what's up with all the produce tonight? What'd I miss? Hey, man. I like the jokes. I like the jokes in the live chat.
Mark Crazy talking about visit the produce section.
So funny. I'm ready for another brief and bake. It was a vibe. Savannah says, wear them flash rags. The flash rags are at buyjack.com/BPHLAT.
Thank you, Andy, for throwing that up. Leave that up for a second before I jump into my DYK.
Shout out to Candy the Wreath Lady. She's in the chat.
That's what's up. I call her Miss Candace.
Candy with a lollipop by her name in the live chat.
Well, go ahead on, Miss Candace. She fast. I like her style. PHASS.
With the big lollipop. I love it.
So, all right, Miss Candace. Well, Chris, I have an interesting DYK tonight. Very interesting. As a matter of fact, it's not a first. It's not like a first black or it's an inventor, but it's very interesting. Because I got a book in the mail called Bird Brother. Came in from Maddie. Thank you, Maddie McCoy. This book.
Wait. Is that a true story?
Yes, and it's called A Falconer's Journey.
He's from here. No, he's from here. Is he not?
I thought he was he's from DC.
Okay. There's a dude from here.
I'm going to read. Yeah, he's from DC. Grew up on the streets of Southeast DC.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm featuring him as my DYK is the strange thing is I never even heard of this occupation. And this shout out to Maddie McCoy for sending me this information and this book. His name is Rodney Stott, and he's one of America's few black master falconers. So if you don't know what that is, that's like a person that trains eagles and they transfer them from like the zoo to sanctuaries or sanctuaries to the free. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I didn't even know that. I actually looked it up on the internet in terms of like how many African Americans do that in the U.S. I was like, wow, I never even heard of this. So I thought it was very interesting that he's one. Yes, please show a picture of this. Yeah, and let me just read this. I'm just going to read it. And I would encourage people to get this book. And actually, I've already started reading my Michelle Obama book, but this book is going to be my next one. So I'm just going to read this really quick. It says, to escape the tough streets of Southeast Washington, D.C. in the late 1980s, young Rodney Stott would ride the metro to Smithsonian National Zoo. There, birds of prey captured his imagination for the first time. In Bird Brother, Rodney shares his remarkable journey to becoming a conservationist and one of America's few black master falconers. So I was like, this is interesting to me because I didn't even know that was a job. And that's normally a job white people have, Chris, because you know white people make up a job.
I'm sorry because the folks here in St.
Well,
I'm sure people get tired of hearing about St. Louis, but shout out to Rafe Williams and his Falcon joke. That's all I'll say. There's a very funny comic from here, and he's got a great Falcon joke. That's it.
Well, shout out to this brother.
Oh, it's the DYK. Let's not take away from the DYK.
Yeah, so I definitely thought I'd do that for Maddie and let her know that was very interesting because, like I said,
and what was his name?
Rodney Stotts, Stotts.
There it is, Rodney Stotts.
Yeah, so just read. It says the falconer's journey and the healing power of wildlife.
It's awesome.
So, yeah, and I know I would be interested in this because I love nature and bird. I love birds and stuff like that. So, I think this is going to be a very great read. So,
hey,
yeah, that was a good.
We've got a listener. We've got a viewer. Cheryl says, years ago, I was going to get my falconer's license when I took care of hawks and owls when I worked at a nature center. Okay.
Oh, shit. That made me want to.
Can we get the flying falcon? You got a new one?
Oh, this hair. Look at the hair. Wait a minute.
Come on, B. Flap them.
Ow, you don't remember this thing. The bird. Got more to say. Lord, let me quit that up. Well, that is interesting. Because I never, ever heard of that occupation, or I just felt like people that work at the zoo or in that or zoology do that kind of thing.
No, it's
this job. I didn't realize there's like a special, like a bird whisperer.
They put a little leather helmet over them too. It's kind of interesting.
Oh, damn. That's interesting. That's what's up. See, you just never know. Look at this. We got a falcon here in the comments.
Not an official one. Thought about it. Oh, my gosh.
My point is the fact that she was interested in it. I never even heard of that. See, it's a small world. That's what's up.
That's right.
Oh, I got to get up and dance. My next dance is for Cheryl and Mark, Kathy, and Ruth. Definitely. Well, Chris, let me go ahead and jump into my frugal flip.
Well, before that, I got to say shout out to Sonia and Regina, two amigos from Philly.
Oh, where Yvette?
In the house.
Where's Yvette? Where's Yvette? Where's dear Yvette? Dear Yvette. Do you remember that song, Chris? By LL Cool J?
Oh, no. I don't think I do.
Oh, that was the jam back in the day. Yvette was fast.
I know what
kind of
fast
like
means.
Candy.
I know what candy.
All right, you ready for the frugal flip?
I'd love that.
That's what's up. Shout out. You know, I got to shout out to all my people that donate to Daphne's Flip. And we almost there, Chris. We literally $192 away. We have $2,308 because of Kathy Lafer, Carlotta Cook, Penny Pickler, Doc Shue, Joanne Austin, and Lena Lovett and her mom, Miss Claudine. They all donated last week, brought us up to $2,308. We are $192 away. And like I said, people don't even have to donate anymore, and they still are. Remember we had a deadline and cut it off? And people were like, oh, no, we're still donating.
$190 away?
$192 on the dot. Isn't that amazing how good
really
God is? So it's funny. I was just talking to Shantae when I was there about his flight, his hotel room, and different things like that, where we're going to stay. And I told him, because I don't know if he wants to book his own flight or if he wanted me to, like those are the details we're working out with me. And so with Janet, so that we can all be there the same time and, do what we got to do to make this come together. So with that being said, I wanted people to know, set in stone, the date is May 5th through the 7th. We can't do it the first weekend in April. It was either going to be the first weekend in April or May, because I got a show. Because, I got to go make money. I got to make that money, man. Pay the bills, including this one. So anyway.
Don't.
It's about I ain't saying shit about the podcast bill. All I know is I got a show and I'm going to make some money.
Louner's in the house. Lena's in the house. Pack 93
Well,
is in the house.
that's what's up.
That's right.
So I'm definitely getting ready. Like I've been sending stuff, and speaking of which, I had Daphne take some more pictures, so I can have to work with. I just want to show what I put out there, just so I can give a recap, and people kind of see my drawings of what I envision of where I want to place the couch. For example, you can see like the arm of the couch at the top and at the bottom. I want to move that couch so that it faces, the back of it faces the door and it faces the actual fireplace. So then you kind of see my little rendition of what I want to do in the fireplace area, paint everything white, a light yellow accent color, just to kind of brighten that space up. So Daphne sent me some pictures. I'm just going to show two of them because she has a tapestry up and I wanted to see it, and I'm glad she hung it up. So if Andy jumps to that picture, because now I have a different idea, because it's big. If you actually see where it is hanging behind her desk, I have a different idea of how I want to hang that and where I want to hang it. So I'm going to show that next week in some drawings. So now I have something to work around, because that's going to be a focal point wherever I put that tapestry. So that's something, it kind of gives me a different angle in terms of what I'm going to do on some different walls. So if she's still right now, she's definitely decided that she wants that hanging up. But I think I want it up higher. I think I want it suspended instead of just on the wall. But we'll figure that out. So I'm glad she took some some photos that show a wider angle of the room, which gives me some more space to work with. Nice. So I'm glad I'll get to be working on these photos, which I'll show next week. So with that being said, everybody knows I went to Orlando and stayed an extra day specifically just to fix Tahina's stuff. She came on last week to talk about the things that went wrong in her home. And I do have to say, the chair thing did not work out at all. So I ended up taking the wheels off, and now they're hollow underneath. So I couldn't put the felt tips underneath, like the little round pads that you put so the floor don't get scratched up, because it's hollow. So they would just sink in and it wasn't working out. They don't have anything to really adhere to, because the base of was still stuck on the base of the chair things were still stuck on the wheels, because we glued it with the locket and it couldn't come off. So I was like, oh well. So I didn't want to scratch up the floor, so I put that chair up against her kitchen wall. But I'm going to show this quick video so people can kind of see how I went in. She wasn't home. She left the lockbox key and all that for me.
And B went through her room. Like
whatever. I sat on the toilet and looked in there. I was like, oh, she's keeping it up. And then I was like, I don't know how the hell Cat Lotto, that's my girl Cat. I don't know how the hell she carried that ladder. When we were initially there doing the flip, she brought one of them ladders, like click clacks, into like 3 different ways. It's like really heavy. And I had to take that shit up 3. She got a bad leg. I got a bad knee. I was like, I don't know how to. Because she kept saying, do you want me to help you carry it? And I was like, girl, please. Because I'm thinking to myself, if she carried it up 3 flights, I can carry this. I would try.
Right.
And I got that shit out the car. Oh, I had to take a couple breaths. I went up flight I was like, I don't know how she did that. And she was like, I rested on each floor. I was like, I know you did. Because so did I. Shit, yeah. I was like, Lord have mercy. Well, I was like, I'm thinking, huh?
Nope, go ahead.
I was going to act like my arm was hurt and put it in the sling. Because there was a couple dudes down there looked like they was going to help me. Right. And I didn't want to ask for no help, but I was like, maybe if I do like this.
Oh my gosh. This is look helpful.
Yeah, so it was worth it though. And she came and picked it up. I took it right back down, threw that shit in the back seat of the rental car, and was on my way. But I want to show this video real quick.
I got some big news after the video, but video.
Okay, that'll work. Well, let me just show this quick video and I'll let it speak for itself. For those of you that have been watching, it's your girl B-Phlat. And I'm in Orlando, back down here from a flip that I did, I think it was in October, fixing shit. The things that they don't show you on home decorating shows on HGTV, DIY, Clio TV, all of the shows, they don't show you when shit fails and goes wrong. So I'm showing you the shit that failed. If you watch some of the live clips I did, I just put everything back. I'm in my space that I did, and I'm feeling like I'm at home having a glass of wine. But I'm about to be out of here because I'm done. So let me do a couple waves. Hey, 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 Tanya. And I love that people jump right on when I jump on. I do appreciate that. But like I said, I'm here at Taina's house. She's not here. She's out of the country. And I just text her so that I can let her know I'm leaving. I'm going to take a few pictures of everything. And I'm just going to pan around real quick and let everybody see how dope this was. If you watched my frugal flip when we did this, and you know what this space used to look like and what it looks like now. So I just fixed the things I came to fix, tightened up shit, and I'm going to pan around real quick so everybody can see it. And she's keeping up. She's keeping this spot organized. Wow. This is the wall curtain that I hung up from the ceiling, if you can see that, which separates her kitchen space from the actual living room space, and that painting above her entryway. We did that as a collective. I did tighten up the screws and everything on the shelves just to make sure shit is tight. I still haven't fixed these crooked pictures, but I'll do that on my way out. But I'm going to go back over here and just let everybody see how Taina is keeping her space nice and tight. I tightened up the little tea light shelves that we made out of styrofoam. I fixed her bracket in the middle of her window. As you can see, we expanded that. It goes wall to wall. I fixed the things she needed to do. The thing that failed was the desk chair. I took the actual wheels off and put it right back over here against the wall so she knows not to use it because it doesn't have the felt pads. I don't want that chair to scratch up this nice floor. So with that being said, you can see Taina's flip. We went through and did a lot in here, and she is totally keeping it organized and beautiful. So I appreciate that she appreciates the flip and is helping her to stay super organized. So again, this is the space that I came in and flipped. And guess what? I am out of here. I am so exhausted. I'm going to meet up with Carlotta, who helped with the flip in October, and give her her ladder back. So I'm about to trek this heavy-ass ladder back down to the first floor. I'm on the third. I will see you all on Tuesday. Those that watch Tighten Up Tuesday, y'all know where to catch me. See you soon.
And if you're...
And you see, I was working in the shirt that Joy gave me. I slept in the shirt, worked in the shirt, wore it on the plane. I was like, I don't care. Because I was like, I'm going to get all this shit back in my little bag. But you know, I make it happen.
You do. And I do want to just say, if you're headed to Orlando and you need a free place to stay, Taina can be found on Instagram. Be sure to drop her a line. I'm sure she'd love to let you stay at the house.
And see, obviously nothing went wrong. Ain't no police called and said shit to me about, oh, this is missing. Oh, you did that, or where the key. It's all good, obviously. I don't even know if she's back yet, but she already texted me about some other stuff. But yeah, I had a good time. And I love that she trusts me enough to go in, do her stuff, lock up, you know. And I wasn't having people all up in there because I was like, maybe Shantae should come and film some stuff. I was like, no, I ain't having her up in there. She's not here. Because Carlotta wanted to help. I really didn't need the help, but I just didn't want other people in her space while she's not there. So
other than you rooting through her room.
Whatever. I try to be respectful of people's stuff. All I did was go in the refrigerator 3 times to get me some wine.
There's nothing wrong with that. I appreciate.
I be drinking some wine.
I saw the rum available. She had the booze. I like.
I ain't even smoke. I ain't even smoking her spot. I straightened up, washed a few dishes, just made it kind of nice and tidy, so that when she comes back, and I left the light on in the hallway, so she don't have to walk into a dark apartment.
Look at you. And her electric bill is going to be through the roof. Sharnice says, hey, y'all. B, if you have wine corks, they're really good for filling the hollow legs on that chair.
Damn, let me write that down.
There it is. Great tip.
All these wine corks away. I just grabbed them all, threw them in the trash too. I'm writing that down.
That's a great tip.
That is an excellent tip. Wine corks to stop leg chairs Hollow. All right. That is smart. I ain't even think about that. Thank you for the tip. Who gave me that tip, Chris?
Obviously, that was Sharnice Charles.
Thank you, Sharnice. I appreciate that. I definitely wrote that down. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my BY since it's Valentine's Day.
No.
What? Oh, I forgot, Chris. You said you had a special announcement and shit. You know, I'll be trying to keep you rolling.
Check your Cash App.
What? Oh, I do need because I gotta do my Cash App dance before I
check your Cash App.
I did just check my Cash App.
Is there a specific?
Oh, shit! Let me put my
This is what it's like, people.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Well, we are done. Oh, we are Kathy Layford. Oh,
hit the music, Andy.
Hit the music, Andy. Oh, shit.
A special Daphne's Phlip is paid off.
Daphne's Phlip. Gotta be all the time. Say, won't he do it? Oh,
there it goes.
Oh, won't he do it? Oh.
Picassos have done it. Daphne's Phlip is final with a PH. And it's because Kathy closed. The rest of you all chipped in. But way to close it out, Kathy. Bringing it in. Daphne's ecstatic. Everybody's so Tarasha's loving it. Everybody's dancing. Pack 93 dancing.
Oh, shit. Now that's sweat. That ain't a flash.
Right? And shout out to Daphne. Daphne has a new YouTube handle. It says Ocean Latte, transformation writer and coach.
Oh my goodness.
Little added to the title. Irina says congrats. Dearest Wave says woohoo. Kathy loves it and loves you. Angel Brown's loving it. Sandra's loving it. Shout out to everybody.
Oh, that's what's up. We are done raising money for Kathy's Phlip. I appreciate everybody that's donated today, yesterday, in the past, Tanya. Oh, I'm looking at it now. Oh, Miguel donated for Daphne's Phlip. So did Michelle Baker and Tanya Manson. We are done with Daphne's Phlip. I appreciate everybody that donated. We are over and above our goal.
Dion says congratulations. Joanne saying yay. Laura.
Oh, I'm so glad that this is I'm so glad this is over. I am tired of begging.
Couple more dollars. B can get some lunch. Don't be stingy, everybody.
Oh, God is good all the time. That's such a blessing. Oh, that's what's up. Thank you again, Kathy. And that, like I said, and everybody else who just brought this, all the generous Picassos who brought this together. Yes, to make it happen, to make sure me, Shantae, and Janet get to Dallas, do what we got to do in our, I'll be in a day early, but in our 2 days to bring it together. So it's going to be great. And now I'm actually going to start the drawings for Kim, Jay's Frugal Phlip. Dr. Kim down, and I have to set a date. I think we're going to go with June, but I have to set a date for that because Karen Hunter from the Karen Hunter show, she sponsored her Phlip. So see how God works? God is good all the time. So I'm going to be a busy woman, but I ain't working on Barbados no more. So all I have is time to draw, work on Tighten Up Tuesday, work on my shows, work on bringing the 100th episode together. So I need to get into that because, don't nobody like when I talk about business, which today will be the last because next week we do have a nice feature, a live feature. But I'm going to go ahead and do
who's your feature next week?
I'll tell you when we get to that, Chris. Don't jump the gun because I know you have something that you want to announce. But I'm going to go ahead and do my quick DIY and show Candace. I'm featuring her nice wreaths that she put together for Valentine's Day, and some of them can actually roll over for Easter. So I definitely want to show those. So if Andy's ready, we could throw those up. So shout out to the wreath lady, Miss Perry. And you see, I did not crop out the price so people can see how much they cost. She puts a lot of time and effort into these, and they're just always so dynamic. So I just think they're very nice and just in time for Easter and Valentine's Day.
That is
And
so
I don't know,
nice.
aren't they nice, Chris? I don't know what she's just so creative. I don't know. She just reminds me of me. Just pull all kind of stuff together and make it happen. And I just think they're very nice.
They're lovely. Those are great gifts. Sometimes you have these friends of your family, or it's somebody's mom's, mom's, uncle's, daughter's, friend's, cousin that makes stuff, and like, oh, you got to see it. It's great. And you see them, and you're like, ugh. Not the case here. These are wonderful. Everybody loves these.
Never. She's, oh, look at that. I didn't even realize that was like cups with like, look like you got candy in them. You see that, Chris?
Yes, look at that.
Oh, I just noticed that. Oh, yeah, that's so creative.
You'd get high. You'd get high and eat that.
Makes me hungry, and it is Taco Ball Tuesday. So shout out to Candace. Shout out to everybody on Love Day. And hopefully they're enjoying getting lots of kisses and hugs and love.
Wow, look at you. You're a real sweet pea, B.
Well, Chris, you know I love to love.
How about this? Joy says, tell B and Daphne we need Daphne's address to send her things to her.
I know, Joy. I saw the email.
I was going to say, sounds like something you could email.
I am. I'm actually going to send it to her, but I want to clear it with Daphne to make sure. And I forgot to mention it to Daphne.
Joy's always looking out.
Yeah, she is. And I love what she, that's because they made the stuff and brought it to me. And I couldn't get it back. I didn't have a suitcase. I just had my overnight bag.
Mm-hmm.
My 2-day overnight bag. So let me put my lip gloss on for the next
Joyce
dance.
Joy is angling. I'm thinking Joy and Heaven Sent angling for producer credit on the TV show.
Oh, you think so?
That's the play. I'm not mad at them for it. I think it's a smart move.
Chris, are they going to be up against you?
No.
Oh, I'm just checking. Just checking.
No.
Because you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't even know if you're officially a Picasso. I've never seen you with a shirt on. We'll put that in the comments. Has anybody seen Chris with a Picasso
shirt on?
For everybody that's part of this show and that's, getting credits and stuff.
Here we go.
They are Picassos.
Here we go.
I don't know if I ever recall seeing you with a Mocha's shirt on or a Picasso shirt. Chris, you can always go back there and throw one of them extra shirts on that we had from the show.
Oh, you don't mind?
Oh, I don't mind.
That's your inventory.
As long as you wash it and fold it back up.
See, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on one of the shirts and see if you order one and you get it. If you can tell when it's all stretched out and smells like a wet dog.
you wrong for that, Chris. So look, I'm gonna show a couple things that I'm gonna be showing this week, and actually showing.
We got some comments. You got me. Fab540 says no shirt. Tanya says no. Chris. Irina says no. Joy's revoking my Picasso card. Monica says never. Missy Shoe says nope. Just the orange in quotes sweater. All the goodwill I had from last week from that gone out the door.
Now that I think about it, Chris, to officially be a Picasso, you have to have a shirt, and if you got to get any kind of credit on the show coming up, we're all working on this TV show. We're getting the show.
I thought, last week I thought I made it to the Hall of Fame. Everybody was praising me, being nice after what happened, and then
first you got to get this $100,000 on your black card.
Oh right, yeah, that's our next CashApp thing.
Right,
we're gonna fill it. Right.
Then when you get your black card, you spend up all the money. Then we move to the next level.
Baby Ruth wants to know, does Chris use the flash rag?
See, that's what I'm talking about, Chris. And you up here talking about who getting a producer credit. Picassos get the credits.
I agree. They deserve it. Oh, here's an update. Here's an update. I will give this. Tarasha, did the parents send you a thank you card or anything? The issue last week. 3 young ladies under, I would say 11, 7, and 6. What do you all think? Should I put up a poll?
No, you ain't got to do that. Everybody already going to say no.
Not a word. Nothing.
Chris,
no drop in. No call. No text the next day. Like, hey, last night was weird. appreciate you looking out for them. And I haven't thought about it since because it's just going to drive me crazy. But no.
Yeah, don't think about it because it's gonna drive you crazy. Just like the comments be driving you crazy. Don't stress yourself out.
No, yeah, absolutely. And then I'll just say this: I can't get high on my own supply. B. Midcoast Media makes those T-shirts.
Oh, speaking of which, I gotta holler at you about my supply that I left.
Here we go.
In the studio. We can talk about the wet pack. We can talk about what that went the show.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay. All right, let's do it. What's up next? Man, you're getting a lot of this is high. Make him a Smokus beret clip for his bangs. It's from Fab 540. Sandra wants me to wear B's shirt on the anniversary show.
See?
Alicia B said, Chris said, won't he do it after Kim's prayer yesterday? Yeah, Kim had a very funny prayer on Two Funny Mamas yesterday. It was fantastic. Eric says the hair is awesome, B. That's for you.
Thank you.
It is. Eric. It looks great tonight.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. All right. Do your thing.
I just want to show really quick before I jump into my committee report. It's the last of it, just like what you have to do. Next week, I'm going to show how to make your own candles from crayons and leftover wax. So what I'm going to be doing is putting together some demonstrations over the weekend when I get back from Shreveport. And I'm going to just show people things that I've been collecting, like old candles that I'm going to melt down and some old candles that I'm going to reuse. And I actually have pieces in here because I'm going to sit this in a pot of hot water and let it melt down. Pour the wax all into one pot. And I actually bought a bag of wax. And I bought some candle wicks. It's a little kit. It was like $8 on Amazon. And I'm going to make my own scented candles. I actually have some scents. And I have a whole box of these little crayons right here. So I'm going to show how I'm going to do it. Next week, you'll see the candles. I'm using jars and things like this. This is like an old jelly raspberry jar. I've been collecting jars. So what I'll show next week are some finished candles. And then hopefully I'm going to be posting the things, like a nice little list of things that you need. I actually have some Dixie cups because you'll need this. All you need is some cups, wax, and a microwave. And I'll show how we can do this as a group project. So I'll be posting next week what to get. So the following week, we'll do it live as a project.
Look at you.
I just want people to know that's coming up because spring is coming. So I like to have nice scents in the house, nice things burning to air out all the weed smoke over the winter. You know what I'm saying? And just start spring cleaning. So yes, I'm going to show how to do all of this stuff, make little videos and show them next week, and then post the list so people can get their supplies together and we can be making some little candles. And the whole project might cost about $15 total. Unless you have a whole bunch of candles like me and don't need to buy any extra wax.
Would you say you're the candle queen?
I am the candle queen because I like nice scents. I like stuff, but I don't like for my house to be smelling like weed.
That seems like a tough task.
Well, when people come here, they never really say that because I always have nice things burning.
I believe that.
All the time. So, well, Chris, I'm going to run through this really quick, get some CashApp dances in afterwards because I'm so grateful and so thankful. And I'm letting everybody know this is the drudgery, but this is the part of the family side that people don't like when you got to get down to the nitty and gritty. But we're family. We got to go through this. So like I threw out last week, the different committees that are out there. And I forgot to add the cleanup committee. We do need people on the cleanup committee.
Cleanup committee.
I'm still let people kind of know what the tasks are and then some quick events. Like some of the assignments under those committee assignments. And I want to shout out to the people who said, yes, I want to be on some committees and I want to help. I want to come. I appreciate all that. I actually spoke to a gentleman today who's interested in driving in from Louisiana. And then I know Joy and them getting a van together. They told somebody if they can meet him in Alabama, they can get a ride. I was like, what? Somebody coming from Miami. So Picassos are working this out. That's why we got to have this transportation committee. So think about it like this. If you're on the sponsorship committee, your task is to get local, national, and in-kind services. In-kind services are free things that people donate. So start thinking about who you might know that work at different corporations, who your girlfriends might know, and be like, girl, so-and-so can get y'all some free napkins or free sodas or whatever. You start thinking about the people that you know in those areas. For ground transportation, that committee is responsible for like coordinate the airport list, whoever might fly in, drive in, all the transportation, shuttle transportation, that kind of stuff. Hotel. What do I do with my glasses? Lord have mercy. See, this is why I need to stop smoking. I only say that when I can't find shit. Ground hotel accommodations. They'll be in charge of like the group block, trying to get discounts, accessibility issues. If it's a kid friendly hotel, that kind of stuff. We need somebody doing registration. Registration there in terms of, electronic forms. They'll be the point of contact. They'll do the on-site registration. So think about if that's something you want to do. Food and beverage committee. Obviously in charge of all catering, food allergies, event snacks, dinners, group brunches, that kind of stuff. Coordinate that kind of stuff. Entertainment, whatever we plan to do, like DJs, face painting, karaoke, talent show, that type of stuff. Hospitality, they're in charge of the welcome committee, the hospitality suite, swag bags, like a little welcome bag that everybody gets when they get there. The family committee, they're in charge of like events at the hotel, figuring out attractions in St. Louis, mini daycare, on-site nursing, little clinic type of stuff. I have an idea for Chris. I have to propose for that. The logistic committee, they're in terms of like the booth setup, event setup, running errands back and forth. Like if somebody left something at the hotel and they need it and have to bring it to the events, or they're in charge of the logistics, the storage, organizing volunteers. That's the major committee that we really need people on. Marketing, promotions, emails, newsletters, keeping people abreast of what's going on. Social media marketing, invites, archiving things. Be in charge, in terms of the photographer, the videography, that kind of stuff. Event planning, we definitely need a committee to plan the entire event of what we plan to do while we're there. The merchandising, setup, sales, storage, inventory, that kind of stuff. Making sure people, have their booths, working in conjunction with logistics. Fundraising, ideas, planning, how we're going to subsidize different things. So, of course, we have to get a budget. That's all with the sponsorship committee, so that we can figure out whatever isn't subsidized, what are our actual costs going to be. And then, like I said, we need a cleanup crew. So I ran through that very quickly, and I'm going to run through some things. Actually, let me just kind of throw out some activities, and then I want to throw out some stuff that Cicely, thank God for my soror. Cicely did some research, and she was like, she looked up things that are going on for the festival, which speaks for itself. So there's so much going on, we really don't have to plan a lot of activities. And, other than like what we're going to do for registration and things like that and our welcome. But she has a lot of great ideas. I'm going to go over that, but I'm going to run down a couple things. This is just an example of something that we may want to do. And people can throw out ideas, and that's what these committees are for. Say, for example, everybody gets in on Friday. Of course, we do registration. We do like a welcome and a cocktail reception. And then we have like a talent show that night. The DJ, you do something fun. Maybe even a karaoke contest. On Saturday, a continental breakfast. Obviously, load up, go to the festival. Set up booths, do what we have to do, and then maybe that night have like a dinner, or a dance, or just have something fun going on, a family activity that we all could do for people that are bringing their families. And then Sunday, same thing, get up, have like a morning group breakfast and prayer, and then of course go to the festival, do the setup, and then have like a final activity maybe that night. If we don't stay at the festival the whole night, maybe go bowling or skating or something as a group. And then, of course, we just have continental breakfast on Monday and check out. And that the dates are September 8th through the 10th. And you will be checking out on that Monday, the 11th. So Cicely had some really great ideas, and I just love where she's going with this. she thought that we could also throw in like morning yoga or like a workout session if people wanted to do things like that. Maybe even a scavenger hunt. Definitely like a meet and greet. And she thought it would be really nice if we do like a hometown roll call. Like everybody would wear like a t-shirt or something that represents the city that they're from. And then she thought it would be a good idea to do like on vendor days, pick like a donate. Like I really have a cause that I'm connected to in St. Louis called Sprague Organization. She thought it would be good to have everybody like donate a portion of their sales from their vendors to Sprague, which is an organization I grew up. It's like a summer camp that I grew up with that really let me be the artist that I am. Nice. So I thought that would be kind of cool. I was like, I didn't even think about stuff like that. So that's the stuff that I'm throwing out there because it gives other people ideas and they could throw them at me on frugalflip.com at gmail.com. I'm sorry. Just so that I can know, like once we start pulling these committee together, we can throw these ideas out there. We'll be meeting monthly on like the Google Meet or Zoom, however we plan to meet, what's convenient to make sure everybody has, that source so that we can all get together and report and be like, yo, it's coming together. This is what we're doing. And the other thing I thought was really cute was like a confession booth where she said like, well, people would go in and they would, I'm going to just read this. She said to document why everyone loves and support their ideas for budget-friendly upgrades, how you have inspired an entire movement of people with a positive, honest approach to life. So kind of like sit in one of those like photo booths and kind of document. I think that would be kind of cute. You know what I mean? I'm actually bringing the scrapbook so people can autograph it and sign it. I want everybody that's there to sign the book because I've actually been working in it and making sure everything is secure in it. But now I'm starting to decorate it. The scrapbook is looking dope. So yeah, I'm bringing that. So I thought that would be kind of cool. Like even if you came out of the confession book, sign, right there, the book would be laid out. You could flip through and look at other people's stuff. And if you see where you are in the book, even if you don't, just sign it somewhere. Write something nice. So the other thing I want to mention that I thought was really nice, Sizzly, and I'm thinking that this is a great idea for next year. Like we come together as a group and do something for Habitat for Humanity as a group. And she mentioned that in this email that she sent me. She sent them long, a couple of them. Wow. So I thought that was a great idea. I was like, wow, that would be cool if like next year, if we didn't do vending, we came in and we did somebody's space or we did something as a big, like a large project, maybe that weekend or, you know what I'm saying? And still,
yeah, well, there's a lot of opportunities too. The Regional Arts Commission is a big part of this. There's the Kransberg Arts Foundation is the one that puts this festival on. There's a big influence. So you have SLU and Fontbonne and Webster, all these universities that are going to be involved. I guarantee you there's a thing called Master Camp that allows musical artists to grow. Like there's so many opportunities. So while you all are more than welcome to do your own thing, I'm happy to at least give my own little committee input to say, hey, here's what's already here. Run with it however you like.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely tapping into your resources, my resources, and Picasso resources first to pull our sponsors together to see who we could reach out to let them know what we're trying to do.
Hey,
yeah.
Fab 540 says, can we paint a wall at Midcoast Media? If you knew how many murals were along the walls by our offices, you would be very surprised. And there's about to be an entire mural exhibit in the courtyard next to ours. So if you feel like you can hang with some of these international muralists that have made these, you saw them, B. They're insane.
Yes, they are. But the least you can do, Chris, is let us sign the wall.
You can sign in the studio on a piece of
we
paper.
Can sign in the studio. Sign us a wall in the studio.
You could sign a soundproofing panel in the studio.
We're here. We'll have to take a big group photo, and it'll be in the lobby. It'll be on the wall.
Our studio and office is literally in the footprint of the festival. So
Yes,
like it or
is.
not, you will get to see it. Hey, and if you're in the live chat, I'm literally posting one of the attractions next to our office that you all will see that's part of this music festival. Check this out. It's the Walls Off Washington. It's all those murals you saw, B. Click on this website.
I think me and all the Picassos, we're going to sign that wall.
You better not sign that one.
We'll sneak over there with our ninja suits on it.
They flew people in.
With our ninja suits on at midnight. Everybody come over there and get your marker.
No. Wait till you meet Kababi. They'll meet Kabab. What if Kababi did a little talk?
Because I'm featuring him on the show.
Oh, they'll meet Kababi. They met Kababi came on Two Funny Mamas briefly because 20 years ago he painted a version of the Next Friday cover that Kim was in. Yeah. So either way,
I seen it in the studio.
Mm.
Are you throwing up a graphic? I thought you said you were going to throw up something and show the wall.
Oh, in the live chat. I just did it.
Oh, I thought you were going to put it up on the screen.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Well, listen. You know what time it is, Chris. And we're still going to end by, we're moving along. It's still tight. You know it's time for the Ask Chris Deezies.
Oh, what a segment. What a segment.
Works.
Yeah.
And I have a Holly Hold 'em Down. It's a long one, so I'm going to save it for next week. But I have some irksome works. I have two of them I have to read. Pretty funny. One is mine. The Ask Chris Deezy is interesting, and I want to know your answer. So with that being said, I got to go and jump up and do my dance for Tanya and Michelle and Kathy and Miguel and Ruth and Mark and Denisha and Irene. Damn! Oh, let me see what. That was not. This how you show up. Hit it with the cheese it. Mark know about the cheese it.
Oh my gosh.
Make sure you cheese.
Look at her go. Look at her go.
Oh, break it down, break it down.
He's loose for Tighten Up Tuesday. Everybody loves it. I think the audience is feeling it.
Oh, get him with the wave. Oh, get him with the rerun.
Great job, B.
Call baby down.
Tanya's doing it. Kathy's enjoying the murals. Yeah, shout out to Dira's Way and Kathy. Checked out the murals.
Mm-hmm. You ready for your Ask Chris Deezy?
Better be a good one. You talked it up.
This is good. It's in from Natalie. Thank you, Natalie Milligan. Shout out to St. Croix. Oh.
What was the young lady's name who phoned in from the beach?
Johanna.
That's right. Shout out to Johanna. Hope she's doing all right.
Shout out to Johanna. Okay. Oh. You can't never forget that name, Chris. Here's your question. Would you ever participate in the polar bear plunge? It's a charity for Special Olympics.
Yeah, sure.
You ever do that?
I know people who have done it, yeah.
You would do that?
I mean, I've done worse.
You would jump in glacier water.
Probably. For like money. I mean, it's not something I'm like really wanting to do, but I don't know. I could think of worse things.
That's the white in you, Chris. That's
fair.
The white in you.
That's fair. That's fair. To be fair, it's the only thing I have, but
Would you ever be on Dancing with the Stars?
I don't. A lot of comedians and people that I think are funny that may not be that athletic have done it. So I'm not a great dancer. I was a decent athlete back in my more athletic build days, but
the dance with Sherri.
Me and Sherri. I bet Sherri'd be good. She'd be awkward. If it was Kim, we'd yell at each other.
Well, at least you could probably pick Sherri up if you had to spin around.
I could pick.
You can't pick him up.
Oh, please. Come on.
I
gotta
Okay, I'm just thinking because Kim is taller. It seems like Sherri because she's shorter.
Everybody thinks she's tall. Kim's like 8 inches shorter than me.
That's tall. Kim is tall for a woman. She's
Yeah,
taller than me.
She is. I've had girlfriends that are 6 feet tall, B.
But look, you ain't answered my question. If they asked you,
Dancing with the Stars. I think because that would mean I've leveled up to some sort of relevance that they would need me on the show. So there.
If they asked you tomorrow, Chris.
Oh no, I'd say.
If they said Chris.
What if they give me 6 weeks? No, I need 6 months. I need 6 months. If they're like, hey, not this season, but the next season, I'll be like, gotcha. I'll be there.
All right. Well, that was the question.
Good question.
Oh
my God. Antonia says Chris wears shorts and flip flops in the winter, so I'm not surprised he would dip in freezing water. Okay. No. That's racist.
No, Chris. That was prejudice. It's different.
That's what I meant. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Baby Ruth says
especially Black History Month.
Oh, you're gonna pull that. You're gonna hang on.
Yeah, my days ain't over. You know I got to stop on the 20th.
You that is what you have said.
So I'm telling you, on the 21st, I'm sorry I got to celebrate the white in me. However, while I'm still black in these 3 weeks,
MM says, when you check out of a hotel, do you go down to the front desk to check out, or you just leave? He said, black folks just leave. I just leave. I leave.
Now, see, I check out. That's the white in me. And Chris, that's the black in you. See, that's why we call you Chris Deasy. I always check out to make sure ain't nothing extra on my credit card.
Perfect. That's
yes.
Good.
Yes. I'd be like, oh no, that is not supposed to.
You know what I do?
Yes.
You're gonna. Is this the Caucasian in me? As soon as I get in a hotel room, I make sure the curtains are blacked out, and I turn that air conditioner on like 58 degrees. I turn it into an ice box in there. I'm like, you know what? I'm not paying this bill.
Oh no. That's first thing I do. Even in Orlando, I turned the heat on. And when my cousins was in the room, they was like,
I turned the air on.
You don't turn the damn heat off. I said the heat is off. I had it on, but I knew y'all was coming up here, so I just turned it. And they was complaining because it was 80 degrees in my room in Orlando.
We can move on, but I dated somebody for a while that I would call and be like, I'm on my way over. I really, really need that temperature that you keep your house at to not be within 5 degrees of where you normally keep it. I was like, I'll buy you a blanket, anything. And it was something like I would call ahead. Oh, no. Brutal.
That's why people can't spend a night in my room. Dennis barely can sleep in the room. He hates it because I don't like air conditioning. So when you're in my hotel room and people come, it's always heat on. I don't care where I'm at. And I just left Orlando and it was 81 degrees and it was 83 degrees in my room. Oh, and I was sleeping. It was 82 degrees. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I was all stressed out.
You're percolating.
I love it. Because it's freezing in the hotel. They have the air on ass cold. And then it comes up under the door. I'm like, no, I'm putting the towel down. I don't want no cold air coming up under my door. I feel like I'm at home.
This made me laugh out loud. As soon as I get into a hotel, I take the ice bucket bag and cover up the smoke detector and smoke. That's from him. I can picture that happening.
You don't have to do that no more. This ain't 1982.
I turn the.
You don't do that. You don't have to do that no more. You don't have to cover it up.
Missy Shoe says that's the man in me because why is it so cold? Let's see. Antonia says yes, that's a white in you. The partnership says first thing I do is sanitize. That's what a lot of people do. They get in and they sanitize.
I do. I get my wife's house, start wiping down the doorknobs, the phone, the clock, anything that I touch, the remote, the toilet handle, everything. I wipe down everything, the toilet seat, all of that crazy. Then I spray my bed bug spray stuff. It takes 2 hours to dry. I do all of that. Because I ain't trying to have no drama. And I've never had no drama.
Comics run into that. I know a comic he's been on the road for 30. Oh, Ian, who came on your show, Ian Bagg, one of the funniest people ever. He's been on the road, 30 years? And only once has it happened, but he's heard of stories where you run into bed bugs at hotels where they have them.
Yeah, as many hotels as I can't even count the hotels I've stayed in all over the world. I ain't never had no drama. Thank you, Jesus.
All right, let's rock it.
Well, you ready for my irks and works real quick, and then I'm going to show my
tight show.
Pictures. It is going to be a tight show. I'm letting people know that next week we do have a feature. Actually, my niece through marriage. She lives in Columbus, Ohio. Nia Brown. So I wanted Andy to show really quick just some of the stuff. It's just 2 photos I'm going to feature of her works. She actually paints. Oh, isn't that? Oh my! Every time I look at this, I want this.
Wow.
So I'm going to have to let her know I want to buy this. She actually paints live at clubs while people are dancing and all that all weekend. That's what she does on the weekends. So they have like a limited amount of time she has a limited amount of time to get them done while she's like sitting in the clubs painting. I think that's isn't that nice?
Looks great. Yeah.
Isn't that nice? Yeah. So I want to know what the mediums are. My stepmom did tell me that she uses like some recycling materials because I want to know how she did that eye. And like some of her things are like they have 3 dimensions to them. I'm not showing everything. These are just previews for next week, but she will be on the show live next week. Live from Columbus, Ohio.
Beautiful.
Yes, so people don't have to worry about no more reports. You'll get them at the meetings. I'm irked, Chris.
How will you work it?
I'm irked by whoever spilled oil out on my sidewalk, all in front of Janice's house, in the grass. It's oil from the car, like engine oil, old engine oil, and it's fucking me up. So guess what my works is? I'm gonna knock on Tony's door when I get back from Shreveport and check the tapes.
You're gonna review the tape.
You damn right, and we gonna see.
You don't think it's somebody wrecked?
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
Someone.
It looked like somebody threw the oil all up in the yard, and it ain't on the street. It's in the yard and on the sidewalk, and then the container was left in front of Janet's house. So I let it stay down there. I'll see how long it was gonna stay down there before somebody picked it up. 5 days. I picked it up when I got home from Orlando. I said, so now I have to address this because I thought maybe somebody would come out and clean it up, throw some baking soda down, you know how hard it is to get engine oil up? Bad. And now my grass is going to be fucked up in that corner when the spring hits. So I'm pissed. So yeah, I'm checking the tapes.
There she is. That's her work, everybody.
That's how you work. That's my work. Check the tapes. And they're going to run it back and I'm going to see who did it. If it was a fight, what happened, then I can address it. If it ain't nobody I know or whatever, then I'm just have to clean it up. But if it happened and I have an idea, next door I'm going to be like, oh, y'all ass need to come on out here and help me clean this up.
Well, you be careful. Don't be knocking on people's doors you don't know.
I do it all day long, Chris. You know, I told you I could back my shit up. I got the blooker. I got my drama drills. I'm ready.
Okay.
I practice. So don't worry about that.
I believe it.
Well, I'm just going to show my flyers and we're done.
Love it.
Unless you have your announcement to make. Remember you said something you want to say or...
About March 10th?
Is that it? Like you're going to throw up a flyer? It's official?
No, there's no flyer. That would require the star of the show to get things together. So yeah, you can check out.
That's like I got to do my own flyer and make.
No, you do not, Andre. You do not need to be making your own flyers.
My flyers don't look like
no, do not make it. There are brand guidelines, and there are. I love Andre. I love Andre.
More is around the corner.
Andre is too close. Andre is too close to the sun. So what he ends up having to do is like, nobody's gonna do this. So I guess here's this, and he helps out. No, you won't need to make your own flyer. We got pros doing that. It's all good.
All right. Well, obviously March 10th, I will be
March
in St.
10th,
Louis.
ticket link will be up.
Friends.
It's going to be Kim Whitley and friends, and B-Phlat's going to be holding it down. Allegedly, we'll see if Andre's packing along with Kim. That was the plan at one point. I don't even know. And we'll have some special friends joining us as well. So it'll be a good time, and we're also going to do a really fun audience Q&A at the end with all the performers. So it'll be a good time. Ticket link will be up for those of you that bought airplane tickets or anything else. It'll be rocking. And Baby Ruth says, what's wrong with Andre's flyer? Nothing is wrong with Andre's flyer. You just have to follow specific.
No, Andre he don't design like I design because I'm a graphic designer.
Oh,
so
and I'm not disparaging him either. I'm saying for this, when you have a team working on something and things are supposed to look a certain way and you're supposed to, you just got to follow guidelines and he doesn't have to worry about it. He needs to come here and be funny.
Well, Chris, I know I better get a flyer but soon because you know me, I'll make an announcement, throw my Facebook like, I'm coming to St. Louis.
You'll put on. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's tight show.
Be a flyer. It'll be a moving flyer like this, like a meme. I'll just do like this. I'm coming to St. Louis.
Oh my gosh, it'll be you and you'll be like, oh, I made it all red and black, and Kim's the star, but her face is down lower in the morning, and my face is really big because I want my people to.
I'm gonna be doing all that. I'm just saying, I'm just making an announcement. We coming and.
Oh, of course, it'll be properly announced. There's a whole team on it.
Well, that'll work. Well, I'll be glad when I get the flyer so I can let everybody know. All I got to say is, I'll be in Bossier City. I know I said it right. On Friday. So this is going to be interesting. I still don't know what I'm going to wear, Chris. It's black tie.
Very nice.
And Mr. Frank Kelly, the artist who we featured on the show, who lives in West Monroe, he's actually coming to the show.
Very cool. I love it.
Yeah, so I'm still working. I better know tomorrow what I'm going to wear. I got to try a couple different things on. I don't know what I'm wearing to black tie. I have to be comfortable, be able to perform on stage and still look nice. So I'll work it out.
You'll figure it out.
I might wear that same outfit that I got on in the picture.
Why not? Why not?
I don't know. I might have to since they think I'm from New Jersey. Anyway, my next flyer, actually, Lamont just sent this to me, and I know I'm going to get an updated one, but I'm actually going to be on this show at the City Winery on March the 26th. In Atlanta. So Get ready, Atlanta. I'm coming to the City Winery for Foolishness Friday. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be packed to death with my line sisters. Half of them live in Atlanta. So it's going to be a big
show. Rodney's funny.
It's going to be a great show. All her shows are dope. That's my favorite word. Since I can't say all her shows are marijuana. Or smoke. There you go. That's what I'm starting saying. All her shows are smoke. Since that's what I do. Anyway, Chris.
I love it.
I'm done. It was almost tight show. We did 1:30. Not too bad.
No, it's a tight show. It was a great show. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Audience had a nice night. We're very funny. You got B. Follow her on Instagram at FlatOutFunny. Follow me on Instagram at InstaDenman. B's back next week with a feature. We got all kinds of fun. TwoFunnyMamas has already recorded this week. It was out live yesterday. Go watch that or listen to it. Download it. Have a good time. Tell friends about it to follow the channel so you can support B and support Kim and Sherri. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, B.
Thank you, everyone. You know, I love my Picassos. Everybody that watches, everybody that wants to be a Picasso, you know what to do. Go to buyjack.com/B-Phlat. Get a shirt. Happy Valentine's Day. It's not over. Still enjoy the love. Actually, it extends to every day. It ain't nothing but love. That's all I got, Chris. You know I ain't got nothing but love. That's all I can afford. All I can afford is love.
Bye, everybody.
How you do the heart? How you do the heart? Oh. This is like a damn. This is like an acorn. Wait a minute.
Good night. Bye.
Damn acorn.